CBSE Class 10th Science. Chapter 1 Chemical Reactions and Equations. Activity 1.1 Class 10 Science. Caution. This activity needs the teacher's assistance. It would be better if students wear eye protection. Material required. The following materials are used in this activity. 1. Magnesium ribbon. 2. Spirit lamp or burner. 3. Sandpaper. 4. Watch glass. 5. Tongs. 6. Eye protector. Procedure. 1. Clean a magnesium ribbon about 4 to 5 centimeters long by rubbing it with sandpaper. 2. Hold it with a pair of tongs. 3. Burn it using a spirit lamp or burner and collect the ash so formed in a watch glass as shown in the figure. Burn the magnesium ribbon keeping it as far as possible from your eyes. What do you observe? Observation. Magnesium ribbon burns with a dazzling white light and changes into a white powder. The white powder is magnesium oxide. Conclusion. Mg burns and changes into magnesium oxide, MgO, a new substance in a new state. MgO is formed by the reaction of magnesium with oxygen in the air. 2 megagrams plus O2 gives 2 MgO. Questions and answers based on the activity. 1. Why is magnesium ribbon cleaned before burning? Answer. When magnesium ribbon remains in the air, it gets covered with a layer of magnesium oxide, so this layer should be removed before burning. 2. Give the chemical name of the white powder obtained. Answer. Magnesium oxide. 3. Write the chemical reaction when magnesium burns. Answer. 2 megagrams plus O2 gives 2 MgO. 4. Why is it recommended to hold the magnesium ribbon with a pair of tongs? Answer. Magnesium ribbon is burnt in the flame, so to avoid any hazard to the hand, we should hold the magnesium ribbon with a pair of tongs. 5. Why is it recommended to protect your eyes during the experiment? Answer. During the activity, we burn the magnesium ribbon in a spirit lamp or burner. There may be eye injury from the intense light, so we must protect our eyes with eye protectors. 6. What do you observe during the burning of magnesium ribbon? Answer. We can see a white dazzling light during the burning of magnesium ribbon and a white powder in the watch glass. 7. What type of chemical reactions take place during the burning of the magnesium ribbon? Answer. Magnesium ribbon reacts with oxygen during burning and form a white powder named magnesium oxide. It is a combination reaction. 8. Write the chemical equation of the reaction during the magnesium ribbon. Answer. 2 megagrams plus O2 gives 2 MgO. 9. What is the chemical formula of the white powder collected in the watch glass during this activity? Ans. MgO. CBSE Class 10th Science. Chapter 1 Chemical Reactions and Equations. Activity 1.2 Class 10th Science. Caution. This activity needs the teacher's assistance. Material required. The following materials are used in this activity. 1. Lead nitrate solution. 2. Potassium iodide solution. 3. Test tubes. Activity procedure. First, we take a test tube and pour some lead nitrate solution into it. Now we add some amount of potassium iodide solution into the test tube. What do you observe? Observation. After mixing the two solutions, we see a yellow precipitate of lead iodide formed. PbNO3, 2 Uk plus 2 Ki, Uk, right pointing arrow PbI2, S, plus 2 KNO3, Uk. Explanation. During the activity, a double displacement reaction occurs between lead nitrate and potassium iodide solution. There is an exchange of ions between both compounds and two new compounds are formed. During this activity, a yellow-colored precipitate is formed. A precipitate is an insoluble solid substance. Conclusion. This activity shows a double displacement reaction between lead nitrate and potassium iodide solution. It can also be called a precipitate reaction, which is an insoluble solid substance, precipitate, formed during the activity. Questions and answers based on the above activity 1.2. 1. Give the chemical name of the precipitate formed during this activity. Answer: lead iodide PbI2. 2. What is a precipitate? Answer: a precipitate is an insoluble substance formed during a chemical reaction. 3. What is a precipitation reaction? Answer: the reaction in which an insoluble substance is formed is called a precipitate and the reaction is called a precipitation reaction. 4. What is the color of the precipitate formed during the activity? Answer: a yellow-colored precipitate is formed. 5. What are the reactants in activity 1.2? Answer: lead nitrate and potassium iodide solution. 6. Write the chemical equation for the reaction takes place in the activity. Answer: PbNO3, 2 plus 2Ki right pointing arrow PbI2, S, plus 2KNO3. 7. What are the products formed in this activity? Answer: lead iodide and potassium nitrate. 8. What is the conclusion of activity 1.2 class 10 science? Answer: in this activity, a double displacement reaction takes place. 9. What is the chemical formula of lead nitrate? Answer: PbNO3, 2. 10. What are the characteristic features of the activity? Answer: formation of insoluble solid substance, precipitate. Activity 1.3 Class 10 Science. Activity. Aim of the activity: to observe the reaction of zinc granules with dilute hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid. Materials required: 1. Zinc granules. 2. Dilute hydrochloric acid. 3. Dilute sulfuric acid. 4. Matchstick. 5. Test tubes. 6. Test tube holder. 7. Conical flask. Procedure. We will take a few zinc granules in a conical flask and add some dilute hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid carefully and slowly. Observation. When we add acid to zinc granules, we see the following. Bubble formation. We can see effervescence around the zinc granules. Temperature change. We can observe an increase in temperature by touching the conical flask. Gas test. When we bring a burning matchstick near the mouth of the flask, we can hear a pop sound that indicates the hydrogen gas. Explanation. The reaction between zinc and dilute hydrochloric acid or sulfuric acid produces a salt zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas. Chemical reaction between zinc and HCl. Zinc plus HCl right pointing arrow ZnCl2 plus H2 up pointing arrow. Chemical reaction between zinc and H2SO4. Zinc plus H2SO4 right pointing arrow ZnSO4 plus H2 up pointing arrow. This reaction is a displacement reaction. Zinc is more reactive than hydrogen, displacing hydrogen to form the acid. Conclusion. Zinc reacts with dilute acids like HCl or H2SO4 to produce hydrogen gas. The reaction is an exothermic reaction and also a displacement reaction. Frequently asked questions. 1. Why does the flask become warm during the activity? Ans. The reaction between zinc granules and acids releases heat, making the reaction exothermic. 2. How can we identify the gas that evolved during the reaction? Ans. When we bring a burning matchstick or a candle near the flask, the gas burns with a pop sound. This indicates that the gas is hydrogen gas. 3. Why does hydrogen gas make a pop sound? Ans. Hydrogen gas is highly inflammable, so when it comes in contact with oxygen, it bursts with a pop sound. 4. What is the chemical formula of sulfuric acid? Ans. H2SO4. 5. What is the chemical of zinc sulfate? Ans. ZnSO4. 6. What is an exothermic reaction? Ans. The chemical reaction in which heat gets evolved or produced along with products is called an exothermic reaction. 7. What is displacement reaction? Ans. The chemical reaction in which a more reactive element displaces a less reactive element from the compound is known as a displacement reaction. Important extra points. 1. This is an example of a displacement reaction. 2. The hydrogen gas is highly flammable. Application of hydrogen gas. 1. In hydrogenation of vegetable oils. 2. As a fuel. 3. In synthesis of ammonia. Safety precautions. 1. Wear gloves and safety goggles to avoid contact with skin or eyes. 2. Proper ventilation should be maintained. 3. Don't use concentrated acids. You can also explore. You can use different metals like magnesium, aluminium or iron to compare the rate of reaction with acids. You can make the reactivity series of metals. Fun facts. Hydrogen gas is the lightest element in the universe and a major component of stars and the sun. Zinc is used in galvanization to protect iron from rusting. Multiple choice questions. 1. What gas evolved during this activity? A. Oxygen. B. Hydrogen. C. Carbon dioxide. D. Nitrogen. Correct answer, B. Hydrogen. 2. How can you identify that the chemical reaction is taking place in this activity? A. Formation of bubbles. B. Change in color. C. Formation of precipitate. D. No change. Correct answer, A. Formation of bubbles. 3. What sound is produced when the evolved gas is tested with a lit matchstick? A. Whistling sound. B. Hissing sound. C. Pop sound. D. No sound. Correct answer, C. 4. What type of reaction takes place between zinc and dilute acid? A. Displacement reaction. B. Combination reaction. C. Decomposition reaction. D. Neutralization reaction. Correct answer, A. 5. What are the main products formed when zinc and sulfuric acid? A. Zinc and sulfur. B. Zinc sulfate and hydrogen. C. Zinc sulfate and oxygen. D. Zinc chloride and hydrogen. Correct answer, C. Activity 1.4 Class 10 Science. Aim of the activity: to observe the reaction between calcium oxide, quicklime, and water to study the change in temperature. Materials required: 1. Calcium oxide. 2. Water. 3. Beaker. 4. Stirring rod. Procedure: we will take a small amount of calcium oxide, quicklime, in a beaker and slowly add water in it and stirring the mixture gently. Observation: 1. When water is added to calcium oxide, a vigorous reaction takes place. 2. A hissing sound is produced and a bubble can be seen. 3. The beaker becomes very hot, which indicates the rise in the temperature. 4. A white solution is of slaked lime, calcium hydroxide. Explanation: the reaction between calcium oxide and water is highly exothermic. Calcium hydroxide is formed and heat is released during the reaction. Chemical reaction of calcium oxide and water. Cow plus H2O, right pointing arrow, CaO2 plus heat. The reaction is a combination reaction. The heat released during the reaction is responsible for the increase in the temperature of the beaker. Calcium hydroxide is slightly soluble in water and forms a suspension called lime water. Conclusion. Through this activity, we can conclude that the reaction between calcium oxide and water is vigorous and the reaction is exothermic reaction. Frequently asked questions. 1. What type of reaction occurs between calcium oxide and water? Ans. In this reaction, both calcium oxide and water combine to form a new single product calcium hydroxide, so it is a combination reaction. 2. Why does the temperature of the beaker increase? Ans. Heat is released during the reaction, so the temperature of the beaker increases. 3. What is the chemical formula of quicklime? Ans. Ca. 4. What is slaked lime used for? Ans. Slaked lime, CaO2, is used in whitewashing the wall of houses. 5. What happens if more water is added to the mixture during the reaction? Ans. If more water is added, slaked lime dissolves, forming a clear solution called lime water. 6. Why should water be added slowly to calcium oxide? Ans. Water should be added slowly to prevent the reaction from becoming too vigorous and to reduce the risk of splashing caused by the release of heat. 7. What is the chemical name of slaked lime? Ans. Calcium hydroxide. Important extra points. 1. Slaked lime is used in whitewashing. 2. Lime is used in manufacturing glass and cement. 3. Lime water turns milky when carbon dioxide is passed through it. Safety precautions. 1. Slaked lime solution can cause severe burns on contact with the eye and skin, so always wear gloves and goggles during the activity. 2. Water should be added slowly to prevent the splashing. 3. Activity must be done in a well-ventilated area. Multiple choice questions. 1. What is the chemical formula of quicklime? A. CaO2. B. Ca. C. Caco3. D. Cacal2. Correct answer B. Ca. 2. What happens when water is added to calcium oxide? A. It cools down. B. Temperature increases. C. No change. D. A gas is released. Correct answer B. 3. What is the product formed during this activity? A. Calcium hydroxide. B. Calcium oxide. C. Calcium carbonate. D. Calcium chloride. Correct answer A. 4. What type of chemical reaction takes place in this activity? A. Displacement reaction. B. Decomposition reaction. C. Combination reaction. D. Neutralization reaction. Correct answer C. 5. What is the product's common name formed during this activity? A. Quicklime. B. Lime water. C. Slaked lime. D. Bleaching powder. Correct answer C. 6. What is the reaction between Ca and H2O as an example of? A. Endothermic reaction. B. Exothermic reaction. C. Oxidation reaction. D. Reduction reaction. Correct answer B. 7. What is the nature of calcium hydroxide? A. Acidic. B. Neutral. C. Basic. D. Amphoteric. Correct answer C. 8. What happens when carbon dioxide is passed through lime water? A. Lime turns milky. B. Lime water remains clear. C. Lime water turns yellow. D. No change. Correct answer A. Activity 1.5 Class 10 Science. Summary. The heating of ferrous sulfate crystals leads to the loss of water of crystallization and the turning of pale green to white crystals. On further heating, ferrous sulfate decomposes into a brown residue of ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide gases that cause a pungent smell. Aim of the activity. The aim is to observe the changes that occur when ferrous sulfate crystals are heated and to study the chemical reaction. Material used in the activity. 1. Ferrous sulfate crystals. 2. Dry boiling tube. 3. Spirit lamp. 4. Test tube holder. 5. Goggles. Procedure. We will put about 2 grams of ferrous sulfate crystals in a dry boiling tube. Hold the boiling tube with a test tube holder and heat it gently over the flame of the spirit lamp. Observation. Before heating, the ferrous sulfate crystals are pale green. During heating, ferrous sulfate crystals have water of crystallization that evaporates during heating, so the crystals turn white. After heating. After continuous heating, the final residue is brown ferric oxide, Fe2O3, and a pungent smell indicates the evolution of gases. These gases are sulfur dioxide, SO2, and sulfur trioxide, SO3. Explanation. Step 1. Loss of water of crystallization. When ferrous sulfate is heated, the water of crystallization evaporates. Due to water loss of crystallization, the pale green crystals turn white. Step 2. Thermal decomposition. Now on continuous heating, dry ferrous sulfate, FeSO4, crystals decompose into ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. A pungent smell is observed due to these gases. Conclusion. In this activity, ferrous sulfate crystals lose their water crystallization and on further heating decompose into ferric oxide, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide gases. This is a thermal decomposition reaction. Frequently asked question. 1. What type of chemical reaction takes place in this activity? Ans. Thermal decomposition reaction. 2. What is the color of ferrous sulfate crystals? Ans. Pale green. 3. What is the color of ferrous sulfate crystals when they are heated? Ans. White. 4. What is the final residue of this chemical reaction? Ans. Ferric oxide in the solid form and SO2 and SO3 are gases. 5. What is the smell of the gases that evolved during the reaction? Ans. The gases have a pungent smell that is suffocating. 6. What is the color of ferric oxide? Ans. Bourbon. 7. What is thermal decomposition? Ans. The chemical reactions in which a single substance breaks down when they are heated. So energy in the form of heat is required. Important extra points. 1. The reaction in the activity is thermal decomposition and dehydration of hydrated ferrous sulfate crystals. 2. This reaction is used in the production of ferric oxide. 3. Sulfur dioxide is a pollutant and causes acid rain. 4. Ferric oxide is used in the manufacturing of pigments. Safety precautions. 1. Always wear safety goggles and gloves. 2. Ensure proper ventilation. 3. Keep your nose away from the gases as these gases are toxic and suffocating. Multiple choice questions. 1. What is the color of ferrous sulfate crystals before heating? A. White. B. Pale green. C. Brown. D. Black. Correct answer D. Pale green. 2. What type of chemical reaction takes place when ferrous sulfate is heated? A. Combination reaction. B. Decomposition reaction. C. Displacement reaction. D. Neutralization reaction. Correct answer B. Decomposition reaction. 3. What is the final color of the residue left in this activity? A. Black. B. Brown. C. Green. D. Yellow. Correct answer D. Bourbon. 4. Why do ferrous sulfate crystals lose their green color on heating? A. Due to loss of hydrogen. B. Due to loss of water of crystallization. C. Due to decomposition of ferrous sulfate. D. Due to loss of water of crystallization. Correct answer, B, due to loss of water of crystallization. 5. What is the residue formed after the decomposition of ferrous sulfate? A. Ferric oxide. B. Ferric sulfate. C. Ferrous chloride. D. Iron metal. Correct answer, A. Ferric oxide. 6. What is the smell of the gases that evolved during this activity? A. Odorless. B. Sweet. C. Pungent. D. Fruity. Correct answer, C. Pungent. 7. What happens to the water of crystallization? A. Gets decomposed. B. Gets evaporate. C. Remains in compound. D. None of them. Correct answer, B. 8. What type of salt is ferrous sulfate before heating? A. Anhydrous salt. B. Hydrated salt. C. Basic salt. D. Acidic salt. Correct answer, D. Hydrated salt. 9. What is the main use of ferric oxide? A. Cleaning agent. B. Pigment in paints. C. Fertilizer. D. Antiseptic. Correct answer, D. Pigment in paints. 10. What is the effect on the environment of sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide gases? A. Acid rain. B. Global warming. C. Ozone depletion. D. Deforestation. Correct answer, A. Acid rain. 11. What is the nature of sulfur dioxide gas? A. Acidic. B. Basic. C. Neutral. D. Amphoteric. Correct answer, A. Acidic. Activity 1.6 Class 10 Science. Aim of the activity. The activity aims to observe and identify the thermal decomposition of lead nitrate. Material required. 1. Lead nitrate powder. 2. Boiling tube. 3. Tongs. 4. Burner or spirit lamp. 5. Safety goggles and gloves. Procedure. We will put about 2 grams of lead nitrate powder in a clean, dry boiling tube. Now we hold the boiling tube with a pair of tongs and heat gently over the spirit lamp or burner flame. Observations. Color change. Initially, lead nitrate powder is white, but on decomposition, a yellow residue is obtained. Gas evolution. During heating, brown fumes emit from the tube, indicating gas evolution. Nature of fumes. The brown fumes have a pungent smell that is characteristic of nitrogen dioxide gas. Explanation. When we heat lead nitrate powder, it undergoes a thermal decomposition reaction and breaks down into simpler substances. 1. A yellow-colored residue of lead oxide. 2. Brown, pungent-smelling gas nitrogen dioxide. 3. Colorless oxygen gas. These are the 3 substances formed after thermal decomposition. Conclusion. This activity demonstrates the thermal decomposition of lead nitrate powder that produces lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide, and oxygen. Safety precautions. 1. Always perform this activity in a well-ventilated area. 2. Wear goggles and gloves. 3. Use tongs to hold the boiling tube. Frequently asked questions. 1. What type of chemical reaction takes place? Ans. Thermal decomposition reaction takes place in this activity. 2. What are the main products formed during the heating of lead nitrate? Ans. Lead oxide, nitrogen dioxide, and oxygen. 3. What do brown fumes indicate? Ans. The emission of brown fumes during the heating of lead nitrate indicates the release of nitrogen dioxide gas. 4. What safety precautions should be taken during this activity? Ans. I. Wear goggles and gloves. E. HOD the boiling tube with tongs. 5. What is the chemical formula of lead nitrate? Ans. PbNO3 2. Important extra points. 1. Thermal decomposition reaction takes place. 2. A yellow residue of lead oxide is formed. 3. Brown fumes of nitrogen dioxide gas are released. You can also explore 1. Thermal decomposition of calcium carbonate. 2. Thermal decomposition of potassium chlorate. Activity 1.7 Class 10 Science. Electrolysis of water. Caution. This activity needs the teacher's assistance. Activity 1. Take a plastic mug. Drill 2 holes at its base and fit rubber stoppers in these holes. 2. Insert carbon electrodes in these rubber stoppers. 3. Connect these electrodes to a 6-volt battery. 4. Fill the mug with water such that the electrodes are immersed. Add a few drops of dilute sulfuric acid to the water. 5. Take 2 test tubes filled with water and invert them over the 2 carbon electrodes. 6. Switch on the current and leave the apparatus undisturbed for some time. 7. You will observe the formation of bubbles at both electrodes. These bubbles displace water in the test tubes. 8. Is the volume of the gas collected the same in both test tubes? 9. Once the test tubes are filled with the respective gases, remove them carefully. 10. Test these gases one by one by bringing a burning candle close to the mouth of the test tube. Observation. Bubbles of gases appear above the electrodes in both test tubes. When a burning candle is brought near test tube A, containing H2 gas, it burns with a popping sound and extinguishes. When the burning candle is brought near test B, containing O2 gas, it burns more brightly. Conclusion. The bubbles produced by the passing current are hydrogen and oxygen gases which are formed by the decomposition of water on the passing electric current. 2H2O, I, right pointing arrow to H2 grams plus O2 grams. The volume of hydrogen collected will be twice the volume of oxygen. Frequently asked questions. 1. Which acid has been used in this activity? Ans. Sulfuric acid. 2. Name the reaction that takes place in this activity. Ans. Decomposition reaction, electrolysis. 3. Name the gases produced in the test tubes. Ans. Hydrogen and oxygen. 4. Which gas is present in the test tube in a large amount? Ans. Hydrogen. 5. Why is sulfuric acid added to water in activity 1.7, class 10 science? Ans. Pure water doesn't conduct electricity more efficiently. When sulfuric acid is added to water, it breaks down into ions, hydrogen and sulfate ions, which increases the conductivity of electricity in the water. Activity 1.8 Class 10 Science. This activity explains the photolysis of silver chloride in the presence of sunlight. Photolysis of silver chloride. Caution. This activity needs the teacher's assistance. Aim of activity. To find the change in color of silver chloride after decomposition. Procedure. 1. Take about 2 grams of silver chloride in a china dish. 2. What is its color? 3. Place this china dish in sunlight for some time. 4. Observe the color of the silver chloride after some time. Observation. When silver chloride is placed in the sunlight, color of silver chloride changes. Conclusion. On the decomposition of silver chloride, in sunlight, which is white in color, it changes to gray. 2Ag, right pointing arrow to Ags plus G 2 grams. White, gray. So, the decomposition reaction takes place in the presence of sunlight, it is called photolysis. Frequently asked questions. 1. What is the color of silver chloride? Ans. Silver chloride is a white powder. 2. Name the reaction that takes place in this activity. Ans. Photolysis. 3. Name the substance formed after the decomposition of silver chloride. Ans. Silver, Ag, and chlorine, Cl. 4. Write the definition of decomposition reaction. Ans. Complex substance breaks down into two or more simple substances in the presence of energy, heat, light, electricity. 5. Give the chemical equation of the reaction. Ans. 2AgCl, right pointing arrow to Ag plus Cl2. Silver chloride decomposes into silver and chlorine. Activity 1.9 Class 10 Science. Displacement reactions. Aim of the activity: to demonstrate the displacement reaction between iron and copper sulfate. Procedure: 1. Take 3 iron nails and clean them by rubbing them with sandpaper. 2. Take 2 test tubes marked as A and B. In each test tube, take about 10 ml of copper sulfate solution. 3. Tie 2 iron nails with a thread and immerse them carefully in the copper sulfate solution in test tube B for about 20 minutes. Keep 1 iron nail aside for comparison. 4. After 20 minutes, take out the iron nails from the copper sulfate solution. 5. Compare the intensity of the blue color of copper sulfate solutions in test tube A and B. 6. Also, compare the color of the iron nails dipped in the copper sulfate solution with the one kept aside. Observation: after 20 minutes we take out both the nails from test tube B. Now we compare both nails with the nail kept aside, and we find the iron nail that remains suspended has a brownish coating on its surface. We also find that the blue color of the copper sulfate solution fades and changes to light green color, which is different from the color of the copper sulfate solution in test tube A. Fes plus QSO4, Aq, right pointing arrow FeSO4, Aq plus QS. Copper sulfate, iron sulfate. In the above reaction, iron displaces copper from the copper sulfate solution. Frequently asked questions. 1. What is the color of the copper sulfate solution? Ans. Shiny blue color. 2. Why do iron nails become brown in color? Ans. A layer of copper is coated over iron nails when deposited in a copper sulfate solution. 3. What is the name of the substance, green colored, formed? Ans. Ferrous sulfate, FeSO4. 4. Write the definition of displacement reaction. Ans. The reaction in which one atom or a group of atoms of one compound is displaced by one atom or a group of atoms. 5. Give the chemical equation of the reaction. Ans. Fe plus QSO4, right pointing arrow FeSO4 plus Q. Activity 1.10 Class 10 Science. Double displacement reaction. Caution: this activity needs the teacher's assistance. Aim of the activity: to demonstrate the double displacement reaction and formation of precipitate. Procedure: 1. Take about 3 ml of sodium sulfate solution in a test tube. 2. In another test tube, take about 3 ml of barium chloride solution. 3. Mix the two solutions. 4. What do you observe? Observation: a double displacement reaction occurs between sodium sulfate and barium chloride. An insoluble white solid substance forms. This solid substance is barium sulfate. Explanation: when sodium sulfate and barium chloride react, a double displacement reaction takes place. After the exchange of ions between compounds, a white solid substance of barium sulfate is formed and sodium chloride remains in the solution. Conclusion: the insoluble white substance formed is known as a precipitate. Na2SO4, Aq, plus Bachi2, Aq, right pointing arrow BaSO4, S, plus 2 Nachi, Aq. This is also known as precipitation reaction. Frequently asked questions. 1. What is a precipitate? Ans. Precipitate is an insoluble solid substance. 2. What is a precipitation reaction? Ans. The reaction in which an insoluble solid substance is formed is called a precipitation reaction. 3. What is the chemical name of the precipitate formed during the reaction? Ans. Barium sulfate. 4. Write the chemical formula of the precipitate formed during the reaction. And. Busso 4. 5. Write the chemical reaction that takes place in activity 1.10. Ans. Na2SO4 Uk plus Bachi 2 Uk. Right pointing arrow Busso 4 S plus 2 Nachi Uk. Activity 1.11 Class 10 Science. This activity explains the oxidation of copper to copper oxide. Oxidation of copper. Aim of the activity: to demonstrate the oxidation of copper when heated. Caution: this activity needs the teacher's assistance. Procedure: 1. Heat a china dish containing about 1 gram copper powder. 2. What do you observe? Observation: copper powder, reddish brown, is heated in a china dish. It turns black copper oxide. Conclusion: the surface of copper powder becomes coated with black copper oxide. This is because of the oxidation of copper.
2 com mais O2 seta apontando para a direita 2 CuO.
Copper oxygen copper 2 oxide. If we pass hydrogen gas over heated copper oxide QO, the black coating on the surface turns brown as the reverse reaction takes place and copper is obtained. QO plus H2 right pointing arrow Q plus H2O. In the above reaction, copper is oxidized to copper oxide, and oxygen is reduced to copper oxide. This is a redox reaction. Frequently asked questions. 1. What is the color of copper powder? Ans. Brown. 2. Which new substance is formed when the copper powder is heated? Ans. Copper oxide is formed. 3. Write the chemical reaction of heating of copper powder. Ans.
2 com mais O2 seta apontando para a direita 2 CuO.
4. Name the reaction that takes place in activity 1.11 Class 10 Science. Ans. Oxidation and combination reactions. 5. What do you mean by an oxidizing agent? Ans. The substance, element, atom, that oxidizes the other substance and gets reduced itself is called an oxidizing agent. 6. What is an oxidation reaction? Ans. The reaction in which a substance gains oxygen during the reaction is called an oxidation reaction.